still have little things we got to touch up on before we get to Iowa State. But as far as where we are this time to where we were at last year at this time, I think we've made big strides and big improvements. And we got a lot of pieces, a lot of talented players. And I'm really excited to see what this team can do in the fall rolls around.
How comfortable are you now with the transfers that have come in and gone through spring and now heading towards a game?
I'm super comfortable. I'm super confident. I think I can only go as far as the people around me, and I understand that. And we have so much talent at the offensive line position, at the receiver position, running backs, tight ends, you name it. Like, those guys make my job so easy, and I'll continue to say that because we have some talented skill players, and those guys up front are going to protect their butts off for me all year. So I'm just thankful to be in the position I am, and I wouldn't want it any other way.
With that in mind, did you put too much pressure on yourself last year?
Yeah. Man, I put the weight of the world on my shoulders, and if I missed a throw, I wanted to get it all back the next throw, or if we got down, I wanted to score a 14-point touchdown. And I think a lot of times I would try to play and be this player I wasn't, and try to fit the narrative of, oh, he needs to be a passer, he doesn't need to run as much, he needs to do this, that, and the other. And I think really just being myself, and if the defense gives up run opportunities, I need to make the defense pay and run the ball. If they give up passing opportunities, I need to be a pocket passer and play to my strengths more, and really do what I know I can do best, and that's lead and go out and win football games.
What have you liked the most about what you've done so far in training camp?
I think just being able to that pocket presence and being able to find the check down. It doesn't always need to be a 100-yard bomb or force things in tight windows. Just being able to create completions when the shots aren't there, and then whenever we do get big shot opportunities, or I can throw a one-on-one jump ball, just trying to give my guys a chance, because we got JB and Tibbs, those big body receivers that can go up and get jump balls, and then you got Jace and JD, and even a young freshman in Adonis, guys that can run by you and have sure hands that find in tight windows, and those are more guys you just get it to them in space and let them do what they do with it after that.
You guys utilized the tight ends, the end zone a lot last season. Do you have even more weapons now that you have these big receivers to throw to as well?
Yeah, I think Coach Wells is going to come up with a bunch of creative ways to get those receivers involved in the red zone. But like you said, I mean, our tight ends were so reliable in the red zone last year, and I think those will be guys we continue to lean on. And with how deep we are in that room, it might be Swanee one week, it might be Oaks, it might be Anseau, might be Lofton. Like, you never know who's going to hurt you, and those guys are so interchangeable and do so many things so well. To be deep and be able to have that many guys that know what they're doing and can execute, I think just makes us so much more dangerous in the red zone.
When you look back at your stats from last season, is there any one thing you really want to improve this year?
Really just not as many turnovers. Like I said, just trying to do too much at times, cause some unnecessary turnovers. And what we say in the quarterback room is sometimes, tips will happen. You might get a ball tipped, might go through a guy's hands and get tipped up in the air and get an interception. And we just say that's the cost of doing business. At the quarterback position, if you throw it enough, sometimes things just don't shape out your way. But I feel like last year I had some unnecessary picks where I tried to force things and threw things right to defenders. And I want to eliminate from that game, eliminate that from my game, and be a lot more still aggressive. I don't want to say conservative, but be a lot safer with that football, because, I mean, you got to win the turnover battle, and that ball means everything.
How do you feel like your relationship with Coach Wells has changed and evolved now that he's gone from just your position coach to offensive coordinator?
I don't think our relationship changed at all. I think the only thing, if anything, it got stronger. The way Coach Wells was hard on me and wanted the best for me and coached me to be the best version of myself last year, he's still the same way he was this year, the same way he is this year. I think we are like-minded, and we do think a lot alike when it comes to plays, and he knows what I like, and to be able to have a coach that's calling plays, understands my mind, to get me in a rhythm, and it allows me to play more free and more comfortable.
What's the biggest leap that Dylan has made since we last saw him?
His knowledge of the playbook, and I think last year, like, we asked Dylan to come in and play. He played split out, he played receiver, he played F, he played running back, he plays all these different positions, and to your guys' eyes, it's like he's just coming in and yeah, he might do this, that, and the other, but the amount of information he had to learn, definitely it was not easy. So just being able to have a whole season under his belt and a whole spring and now another whole camp, to be able to learn, being able to play split out or running back, all those different places that we might put him. I think he's becoming a lot more comfortable, and it's allowing him to be a lot more free-minded and go out and do his thing, because y'all know whenever Dylan plays free, he's the most electric player in the nation.
Time for a couple more here, Avery.
Is the approach different in camp now, knowing you play a Big 12 team in the first game compared to last year with UT Martin?
Yeah, I think I don't want to say it's too different. Obviously, each opponent matters, but obviously those conference games, mean so much more. And our goal is to go out and win every week, whoever's put out in front of us, and it just happens to be Iowa State to kick off the year this year. So I think, yes and no. We don't want to approach our camp different or not go as hard last year as we did this year. But I definitely think we have to have an extra chip on our shoulder, losing Iowa State 2 years in a row and kicking off with a conference game. This one does mean a little bit more to us.
How good is your relationship with Jace Brown after the time you spent together?
Yeah, Jace, that's my guy. That's my dog. And spent a bunch of time with each other. We're roommates, spent a bunch of time with each other outside the facility. Our chemistry just kind of, gels, and when we step on the field, and I'm able to talk to him like a brother and understand, where I want him to be on different type of plays, and I think it just makes us a more dangerous duo whenever we do step on the field.
All right,